Sponsored by RxCardClub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. RxCardClub.com. Lou Holtz calls for return of common sense as transgender athletes threaten women's sports. Legendary college football coach Lou Holtz is a strong advocate for bringing back common sense. And Holtz wants to understand how the NCAA allowed women's sports to decline in women's sports by permitting men to compete. The famed Fighting Irish coach has joined the ongoing discussion about Blair Fleming, a transgender player at San Jose State. The University of Nevada, Reno, was the latest school to back out of competition, going against the school's wishes to force the women into playing Fleming and SJSU for their upcoming match on October 26. Holtz posted on X, expressing concern that some people justify Fleming's participation in women's collegiate volleyball, relaying UNR's recent statement on the Wolfpack forfeiting against SJSU. Fleming's place on the team has resulted in 5 teams, so far, backing out of competing against SJSU, as they believe it goes against women's rights and personal safety to compete against a trans player. Holtz expressed his dismay on X late Tuesday regarding the latest forfeiture and the degradation of both women's sports and the original definition of Title IX. "I can't even believe we're even debating whether biological men, identifying as women, should be allowed to compete in women's sports," Holtz posted on X. Most notably, Holtz mourned the decline of American society, which now allows men to compete against women, posing physical risks to the female competitors. "What happened to the country I love, a nation that was always rooted in fairness?" Holtz added. Holtz has been a critic of the modern-day redefinition of Title IX, which now prioritizes identity over sex, opening the gates for trans athletes to take precedence over women. The Notre Dame icon previously posted on social media. "I was happy when Title IX came out. But here we are, many years later, and now we can't even ensure women competing against women. It's crazy." Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo released a statement of support for the women's volleyball team after they announced their intentions to back out, only for the university to follow up and disagree with the women's stance. Whether the women who spoke against Fleming's inclusion on SJSU's team will attend the event remains uncertain. Lombardo posted on Tuesday. "As I've said previously, I believe there are competition and safety concerns with this issue, and it's irresponsible for the NCAA to put student athletes in a position of balancing their personal safety against the schools, competition, and sports they love." The student athletes at the University of Nevada, Reno have determined that they do not want to play against San Jose State, and I wholeheartedly respect the decision of the players. No student athlete should ever be pressured to play a game where they don't feel safe, period. The NCAA has a responsibility to address this issue in a consistent way that protects the integrity of women's sports and the student athletes who participate.